After nearly 8 months in Taliban captivity, 80-year-old Peter Reynolds and his 76-year-old wife, Barbara, known to friends as Barbie, have finally returned home. Their release, brokered by Qatar, marks the end of a harrowing ordeal that captivated Britain and drew international concern. The first moments of freedom were marked not by grand ceremony, but by an intimate reunion. Peter Reynolds, visibly frail but determined, walked arm in arm with his daughter, Sarah Entwistle, through Heathrow's arrivals hall. Moments later, Barbara appeared, greeted by relatives and onlookers. The sight of the couple, once feared lost, was one of relief, not just for their family, but for an anxious nation. At 76, Barbara had endured captivity in Afghanistan's volatile landscape. Her measured steps told of resilience, the quiet strength that helped sustain both through months of uncertainty. As the couple made their way through the terminal, a poignant gesture captured the moment. Peter, hand in hand with Sarah, entered an elevator. Behind them, Barbara joined, and together they paused to take a family selfie, a small but powerful symbol of survival, love and reunion. The flight from Doha, Qatar, and the nation that quietly negotiated their release with the Taliban had landed just minutes before. For months, diplomatic channels had worked behind the scenes, balancing tense negotiations with the urgency of securing the couple's freedom. Qatar's role was pivotal. Long regarded as an intermediary in delicate conflicts, its efforts again proved decisive. British officials confirmed that no ransom had been paid, though the full details of the deal remain undisclosed. For Peter and Barbara, today ends an unimaginable chapter. Their ordeal began last January while travelling in Afghanistan, where they were detained by the Taliban. The group accused them of entering the country illegally, charges that carried serious risk under the regime's strict laws. International appeals followed. Human rights organisations urged the Taliban to release the elderly couple on humanitarian grounds. British diplomats lobbied allies, while family members made emotional pleas through the media. Behind closed doors, negotiations stretched on. Qatar, with lines open to both the Taliban and Western governments, facilitated talks that were described as delicate and exhaustive. The Reynolds case highlighted not only the dangers of travel in Afghanistan, but also the challenges governments face in engaging with the Taliban since their return to power in 2021. For Britain, the issue was politically sensitive. The balance between securing citizens' release and avoiding concessions that might embolden militant groups. Afghanistan remains one of the world's most unstable regions. The Taliban, while exercising control, face deepening humanitarian crises, economic collapse and international isolation. Westerners still in the country are few, and those who enter do so at grave risk. For Peter and Barbara, their journey had been intended as one of exploration and witness. Instead, it became a cautionary tale, one that underscores both the unpredictability of conflict zones and the vulnerability of civilians caught in power struggles. Back in Britain, their community campaigned tirelessly. Vigils were held, prayers offered, and fundraising organised to support advocacy efforts. Today, that long wait ended in an arrivals hall in West London. As they walked out, cameras captured relief etched across their faces, an unspoken message: they survived. Their return does not erase the trauma, but it brings closure to months of anguish. British officials have thanked Qatar for its mediation, stressing that diplomacy, patience and international cooperation made this reunion possible. The case may set precedent for how future hostage situations are approached in regions where Western governments lack formal recognition or presence. For now, the Reynolds family leaves public view to heal in private, yet their story remains a testament to resilience in the face of captivity, to diplomacy in the shadows, and to the enduring hope of reunion. From Heathrow Airport, London, this is AFP TV reporting.
Yeah, particularly there to the Cape. Who? Go on to the Cape.